Casual funny stories. People keep staring at me. Wherever I go, people keep staring at me. I go to the park, people stare at me. Can't even set foot outside my building, people stare at me. They keep staring at me consistently, especially when they think I'm not looking. So someone will literally go like, and then I'm just like, and then the second I look at them, they're like, you have like children, the elderly, same thing. I'm like, oh, of course, everyone is just gonna stare at me wherever I go. Everyone is just gonna stare at me consistently. Everyone just keeps staring at me. There was an incident recently where a cute little blonde girl with blue eyes. I love blue eyes and I like blondes, but obviously she's off limits because she's a minor. She was 10 years old or something. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just, you know, just giving a description. He brazenly looks deep into my eyes. Literally goes like this while she's walking past with a parent holding her hand. And I'm like, oh, really, little girl, you're gonna look at me. Okay. We're gonna look at each other, really? You wanna look deep into my eyes? I'm gonna look right back at you. And then she's like, mm-hmm. She looked at me literally from head to toe. And she's anything but the only one. From head to toe. And and she was thinking, I didn't even know that people like that existed. But what I disliked in a manner of speaking, yeah, it's like it's just a child, it's not a big deal. Was was the brazenness. Like she openly looked deep into my eyes and then she looked at me from head to toe. And then she turned her face like I didn't do anything, leave me alone. And I literally, the first thought that came to mind, I was like, you're gonna grow up to be a little bitch, aren't you? I can tell. You better watch your back when you're old enough. Really watch your back. I mean, not meant negatively, obviously, meant in a specific manner. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, moving on. Um, someone. I think there have been, other than that, there have been at least three, specifically women, people, specifically women, that have stopped to stare at me. One was in my building. She was going to walk up the stairs. I'm waiting for the lift. And I catch someone from the corner of my eye, literally going like, huh? Huh? I'm like, huh? What's going on? Immediately. And another time, an old woman, I think a Russian woman, not old as in old, like old as in past middle age, maybe 45, 50, walking past with a girlfriend, pushing a baby stroller, or just plain stroller. And I'm like, I'm busy watching something on my phone, laughing. You know, 'cause I'm like, hey, someone is looking at me. I can feel it. I look up and she's like, I'm like, oh, of course. Woman literally stopped what she was doing just to look at me and to stare at me. I'm like, oh, of course, you're gonna stare at me. Of course. I'm just not gonna bother with you. Another like geeky looking blonde girl with giant glasses, you know the type. Like I think she was around 18 years old or something like that. She still looked like she went to school, obviously, and yeah. And then it's like, I walk into the lift and she's on her phone. She just briefly looks up. She keeps going. And then I stand in the direction where her phone was pointed. It was specifically this, and I was standing here. And I know what's gonna happen. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm just standing like this. I'm like, I'm not gonna bother with you. She stopped what she was doing on her phone, and then she's just like, and it just keeps staring. And I'm like, yeah, of course you're gonna stare at me. Join the party. Yeah, everyone is just gonna keep staring at me constantly. And oh yeah, two other incidents that especially guys will find quite comical. Bluntly put, the horny bitches where I live, they're not exactly all too shy about their nature. Incident number one, I'm standing outside. And my pants by default are, they're quite similar to body fit pants. But I have a specific pair of pants from Emporio Armani, a gray pair of pants that are more loose than the rest. And I like those pants, they're quite comfortable. But that comfort is counterbalanced by the fact that, let's just say, it leaves little to the imagination. And coupled with the last fact that I don't wear underwear, yeah, you can see where this is going. So I'm standing outside and I'm just catching some fresh air. It was, I think, last summer, yeah, or just plain past summer. And I was like, mm-hmm. I think like a 40-something-year-old blonde woman walks past. Don't think that she's like attractive or anything like that. She wasn't ugly. She was like average, moderate in size and whatnot. She walks past and all of a sudden she looks like this. And of course, I saw it from the corner of my eye, but I'm not paying attention. I think it's just, someone just looking around, or she's maybe looking at something at the building, something like that. She walks past and it's just like, hmm. And as she kept staring insistently, and after like 5 or 6 seconds, or 10 seconds, I just briefly look at her and she immediately turns her face, like she wasn't looking at anything. And now I'm like, yeah, wait a minute, I saw that. You were looking at something so concentratively, like I've never seen someone stare at something so intensely before. You were like staring at a dog that was looking at a bone and a dog hadn't eaten in, I think, at least 2 weeks or something. But it's like she forgot everything around her and she just kept staring so incessantly. So pure concentration, 100%. She was in the zone. I was like, huh? You were looking at something like in the middle of my body or something, like my clothes. Back then, I still wasn't aware of it yet. I was like, what the hell were you looking at? You were looking at something in the middle of it couldn't be my clothes or something in body, huh? You were looking at something specifically in the middle of my body. What is that in the middle of my, oh, that's what you were looking at. That's what you were looking at so intensely. Incident number two. I'm in the center of town. There is a woman with, I think, what, she has an 8-year-old boy, little boy. Same deal. I'm just looking to cross the street. She is literally across the street, waiting for the, the pedestrian's light to turn green. And I was like, hey, same thing. I was like, huh? What are you looking at? No, no, oh boy, here we go again. This time, funny. It was even funnier, or it was just plain funny. Why? Because she noticed that I noticed. Because I looked at her, I was like, ah. And she felt embarrassed. She was like, "Oh my God, the guy saw me staring at his dick. Oh my God, oh my God." I'm like, "Yeah, and you have I'm assuming your son with you? Really? Okay, whatever." Funny stories.